Mercedes Mone is wrong about this WWE opinion. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what she had to say and why she's wrong and why I think you'll agree with me. Because Mercedes Mone, she has been able to work for both WWE and AEW throughout her long and successful career. Mone, a top star in WWE, main evented PLEs, main evented a WrestleMania, a multi-time women's champion, a multi-time just absolute savage in the ring as a top star. She is a bona fide Hall of Famer. Any accolade in which you lay out, she's probably accomplished. There's not many out there. And when she departed from WWE in May of 2022 due to a disagreement with Vince McMahon, well, she took the wrestling scene by storm by going to New Japan the following January. She debuted at Wrestle Kingdom 17 in January 2023 before the following year signing with AEW. Now, Mone, well, she's been in the headlines because earlier this week, the top AEW star revealed in her newsletter that she had planned on being in WWE for WrestleMania 39 in Los Angeles. However, things changed once AEW president Tony Khan invited her to All In 2023 at Wembley Stadium. And, of course, the rest is history. She making her debut in the promotion that following year. Big business episode of AEW Dynamite, and now she is working All In 2024 against Britt Baker when she puts the TBS Championship on the line. Now, when it comes to Mone, she's been very outspoken, right, regarding her WWE tenure. When she first left, and rightfully so, she's a little defensive. She did not want to talk about it. In fact, I posted a clip here on the channel about a year ago about a fan addressing her during a live signing and her just balking at him, right? Because he asked, so what happened? Well, what happened was she didn't like Vince McMahon's creative and she was tired of dealing with the old creep, and so she left. Now, that leads us to today's video, because while speaking with The Independent, Mone discussed the differences in AEW and WWE. A lot of people have talked about this once before, and we are back at this topic here because you have to keep in mind there was a huge difference between Vince McMahon's WWE and Triple H's WWE, right? CM Punk has been very vocal about how it is a night and day difference between AEW and WWE, and it's a real big difference between what Vince McMahon had on creative and what Triple H has on creative. And this is what Mone had to say, noting that in WWE, you don't know what you're doing week to week. She said, the difference between the two companies is night and day. In WWE, you have no idea what you're doing week to week. But I have the space here to be heard, along with Tony Khan, who was my friend and personal writer, Jennifer Pepperman. There's a time to sit down and really plan out the kinds of stories we want to tell. I'm treated with genuine respect. I feel seen in a way sometimes I haven't before. I love it so much here. Now, I have to say this because I don't know why this interviewer did not correct this woman, and I honestly don't know why she said this. It has to be noted that when Vince McMahon was in charge, plans would change hourly, daily, even during live shows. There was countless reports of him ripping up the script and rewriting it throughout the show because he wanted it to be, as in his mindset, as good as it could be. Now, Triple H, he's implemented a long-term booking philosophy, which both talent and fans, they've praised for. I don't know why she thinks this. And here's my thinking. Okay, so she just revealed in her newsletter that she was going to go back to WWE regardless of the bad blood, regardless that she had just got her release a few months before. And then just a days later in the same interview, she's going to act like everything is horrible in WWE. Like, what are we doing? Did she have a bad memory? Did she just forget things? Like, if WWE is so bad and you don't know what you're doing day to day, but yet in AEW, everything is just peachy and there's long-term storytelling. Yet, what you're talking about in WWE no longer exists, considering that the guy in charge, the guy that would cause all the changes and all the uncertainty, is gone. What are we talking about? Like, no one No one thought to bring this up to Monet. The writer did the writer not be aware of the fact that Vince McMahon has been in the headlines consistently for the last 2 years across various allegations, whether it be the hush money scandal or the Janelle Grant lawsuit or him selling the company and merging with UFC to create a new company in TKO under Endeavor? Is it him resigning from TKO? Is it him resigning from his duties as CEO and chairman of WWE in the summer of 2022? Did they not know that Triple H took over creative since then? Did they not know all of the changes in which has happened in the company? Like, this writer failed in their attempt to do this interview without mentioning this, without correcting Monet in this. And honestly, look, you could knock Monet for saying that. You also have to knock the writer for not at least acknowledging, hey, this is what happened, or telling Monet, what are you talking about? Look, she might have been in the moment, and I understand that Monet is a top star in AEW, reportedly the highest paid woman in the promotion, the highest paid woman in all of pro wrestling, more than Charlotte Flair, right? Who is, from what I understand, the highest paying WWE female star. So I understand that she's going out there and she's trying to promote the brand and everything accordingly, but what are we doing when we have a quote like this? If I'm Monet, and if I'm Monet's people, I'm very upset that this got out, because it just makes her look very weird and out of touch and not know what she's talking about. It just paints her in a very bad light. And so I would have an issue with this. But yes, she's 1,000% wrong, because what she's saying is factually not there. Sure, does plans change in WWE? Yeah, but you know what? Plans change in AEW. That's just part of creative. That's part of pro wrestling. It comes with the territory. It's not that big of a deal. Now, it is when you're changing stuff during shows and hour by hour and you can't make up your mind. That's a Vince McMahon thing. Well, that doesn't exist anymore. CM Punk has talked about this, and countless others have talked about this. Paul Heyman, I saw that he did an interview with Sam Roberts, and he was talking about how with Triple H, he wants to know your opinion because he wants to use your ideas and make his look better, right? He is very aware of wanting to work with other people and being collaborative and everything accordingly. And it's like, what are we talking about with Monet? That's all I'm saying. Let me know down in the comments area below, what do you think about Monet's comments? Leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new content here to the channel. We are growing at a rapid rate, and I thank y'all tremendously for your success or support.